Now, the Prince and Princess of Wales are leading the royal family when it comes to popularity among Britons. That's according to a new survey. The family's popularity as a whole has bounced back since Spare was published in January. We saw, didn't we, Emily, a boost, a sympathy boost, September last year, December with Netflix, January with Spare. They all saw their popularity plummet, and now we're starting to see it climbing back up again, the dust settling.
Yes,
I suppose.
Absolutely. I think, well, inevitably, when Harry and Meghan go very public with TV series or Harry's book, then inevitably, I think there's going to be a lot of interest in the royal family. A lot of polls are then run. And it's interesting that Kate and William are riding high again. I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised. I actually don't think that their popularity dipped that much. They have just been very much to the old adage of the late Queen. Keep calm, carry on, keep your head down, keep working. Don't complain, don't explain, just get on with it. And I think that in public, that has worked very, very well. Look, we know behind the scenes that things are still very bad with William and Harry, but perhaps understandably, some people may say perhaps unfairly, others may think. But I think, you know, Kate and William are doing a good job as Prince and Princess of Wales.
Of course, we've got the coronation coming up, so we'll see how that impacts popularity. But for Prince Harry, his admission of drug taking could threaten his US visa. That's according to an American lawyer who's warned there is no exception for royalty. What do you make of this, Rob?
This out very early on when he did the book Spare. You know, only because I think Arthur and I've been filling out visas to go to America. And on it, it's pretty damn clear about, you know, have you taken class X drugs, all these things. And basically, if you haven't got a prayer of getting a visa.
No, and so either he's lied or he's been given special treatment.
But he's lied. If he's lied, then on the form, that would be a really serious problem for him. Now, we know he's the husband of an American citizen, and that's fine. But, you know, he's gone public with saying he's taken all this stuff. And he could say, well, I haven't done it since, but he was certainly...
he said actually he's done it in America as well.
Well, yeah, so
Yes, at Courtney Cox's house.
And
taking magic mushrooms.
Smoking cannabis while he was at Tyler Perry's house.
It's not great. I mean, you know, there's not been an awful lot of thought gone into this, but the fact is, if that form has been signed and it's lied to, he's lied on it, he has got a problem.
Rob,
I think the fact a lawyer said it, it's all you've got to know, lawyers. It's when someone in the State Department says you've got to worry. I think Harry's going to be safe there. I think.
I know, it probably will.
It's not going to be a problem.
Do you think he'll be on a diplomatic passport? I mean, I wondered whether...
What kind of... Is he on a spousal visa? Is he on...
Probably spousal visa, but
yeah.
He'll have had a special deal done, I'm sure. You know, he's a prince of the realm here. He was somebody important here, and he would be treated like that. And I think if a lawyer, as I say, if a lawyer said it, that's a lawyer talking. But and there's plenty of them in America. But if someone from the State Department says it, then you've got to worry.
Yeah, and at the moment, there's no public comment, and immigration officials saying, well, this is entirely confidential, so we're not going to discuss it.
We've had all the discussions with Prince Andrew, haven't we, you know, about the law counts everybody else. It's the same, they're all in the same playing field, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
No, I don't think so. I think he's all right there. I think that book that's come out about him is letting everybody know
But it's by him.
No, the other one is Spare Us.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Okay,
we're going to talk about that in a moment. A new spoof book. As the coronation draws nearer every week, we will update you with all of the latest news and announcements coming from the palace. This is Coronation Check-In. All three of the Prince and Princess of Wales's children are expected to take part in the King's coronation procession from Westminster Abbey, according to a leaked report. Rob, what do we know about the roles they might play?
In all honesty, Sarah, we don't know an awful lot because when we say leaked reports, we don't exactly, no one's confirmed any of this. So
no.
I'm a little bit suspect because I've had everything from they're going to take a major role in it to they'll be actually not doing very much at all.
I mean, does that suggest that actually they don't know yet? They're still deliberating as to how much they should put them front and centre of this. It's a big moment for the children.
Big moment. I'm sure they'll have a role because they're very popular and it'll add to that whole lovely warm picture that they're trying to present.
I think they need to know, get Louis in shape for that, you know, because he dominated the Platinum Jubilee.
Yeah, but this is not for your photograph.
I know, but I promise you, he dominated that.
But he does this.
Took it away from the Queen, so better get him
running
trained
down
up for
the
it.
aisle.
Yeah, so
That was the famous one, wasn't it? When he
Oh
went
my
like that
God.
to his
Yeah,
mum.
yeah.
It was absolutely brilliant.
I loved
Yeah.
it. I loved every bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll probably keep him in the boot.
Well, at the moment, the reports suggest they'll be in the carriage procession coming back to Buckingham Palace. But I mean, Charles was 4 when he attended his mother's
That's right,
coronation,
did.
wasn't
was
he?
there, yeah, and they took him home early because it went on for a long while.
Yeah.
I hope they do include the children. I mean, I think Camilla's grandchildren are going to be involved in it, so why not? You know, and maybe there's.
Maybe
I hope they're rehearsing.
Bette and
for it,
Archie
yeah.
get involved.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about next, because there's speculation as to what roles the senior royals will play, what we can expect for Prince William, but also some of the youngsters as well. What about the Sussexes? What about Harry and Meghan? And what about their children? Suggestion that there might be demands coming from Montecito before they accept the invitation. Is there anything in that?
I would be a little bit wary about believing any kind of demands of Harry and Meghan before they come for the coronation. Look, we know that Harry said that he wants to talk to his father and his brother and iron things out before he comes to the coronation. That's from Harry's lips. I very much doubt that he would be saying, I want the royal family social media page to put out a happy birthday to Archie, who is 4, on May the 6th, as my condition for coming. Having said that, as Arthur and Jobbo have just said, Archie is 4, same age as Prince Charles. Does Meghan and Harry want Archie to come? Does everyone else want Archie to come? Lilibet, I think, is too young. Princess Anne didn't go. But I suspect, probably, with the family dynamics, that if George, Charlotte and Louis all have a role, they might want Archie to as well. But 4 is young. I mean, it's young to have to sit through an hour, 2 hours of a frankly boring ceremony.
And what about after the coronation? They head back to Buckingham Palace, the family all gathers.
All gather
And
around with the crown, and the king blows out Archie's birthday.
Candles, and
You've got it all
it's all
planned
about
out.
you, Archie. It's all
They'll
about
sing
you.
happy birthday on the balcony to Archie. Yeah.
The balcony,
think
the
so,
balcony.
It's a
Yeah.
Michael Jackson thing where they hold him over the.
No way. That's not going to happen.
No.
No.
They might
So-
be
Let's not go
on
there.
the balcony.
The
Maybe
balcony.
in the photo.
Well, inside.
Imagine the
Inside.
thing.
I can see a photo inside, not on the balcony.
The big family photo inside, but on the balcony, are we going to have this limited to working royals again?
Yeah, I think the king said that, didn't he? I think that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Has to be that. It has to be seen the core. It may even be less than working royals. It may even just be the core family of
I think like the last picture we saw of the Queen,
the core family.
The King and Queen and the Waleses.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Well,
that's going to be.
we
Yeah.
should point out that there's been no official confirmation that Harry and Meghan are coming. We're assuming. Well, I'm assuming that Harry definitely will come. I hope that Meghan does come. But we don't know.
Good for everybody.
I think
Clock's
the
ticking
king,
though, isn't it? What are we, 6 weeks?
Yeah, the king wants him.
Now?
He wants his son.
Well, you
there.
want-
I mean,
you know, you
and,
want
and,
him
and
to
also
know.
he should be in the official photograph. You know, he's the son of the king. I mean, whether as Emily says, you know, whether Meghan comes, I don't think many people are bothered about that. But you know, she's on the invitation. And I know her; she'd love to be there. I mean, Netflix would love that to see her there.
But as
So-
a father, you'd want both your sons supporting you.
Of
on that
course.
day.
Very
Also,
much so, on the
yeah,
most
and
important
also-
day of your life.
I know the king wants that schism finished. You know, he wants it ended. It's got to
Well, it's
stop.
not going to end, is it, unless they come together.
Exactly,
in the
unless
same
they meet
country
like that.
and have a conversation, have a couple of drinks, and
and,
sort it out.
and not be worried about any conversation appearing in a documentary in
Well,
America.
yeah,
You
I'm
know,
gonna
that's
guarantee that.
Or
No,
the
you can't.
paperback version of Harry's book, which
Oh,
is due out.
yeah.
well.
Anyway, as you can see, lots of questions still remaining unanswered. When we know, you will know. That was the coronation check-in. Prince Harry's best-selling memoir, Spare, has once again become the butt of the joke, as an upcoming parody book titled Spare Us is set to make fun of it. Now, this version of Spare has been written by Bruno Vincent, who previously gained the spotlight with his Enid Blyton parody books. Spare Us, a Harrody, will be released on, wait for it, April Fool's Day. Arthur, are you looking forward to it?
I was better than the book that Harry wrote because I didn't enjoy that. Seeing the way he rubbished some of the people that work hard for this country, thought that was outrageous. So I'm looking. Look, I think America are waking up to Harry and Meghan. I think they're saying that they're not the golden couple everybody thought they were, and I think this is probably the start of it. It'd be interesting what the sales are for it. I hope it outsells your book, Harry. Anyway.
Probably won't. I mean, sold pretty a lot of copies.
Yeah, I know, but you know, you've got to hope, Robert. I mean, fingers crossed.
Wow.
Look, I just look. Harry's book was I think, very damaging, and this, if it just takes the mickey out of it, I think that's fine. I think it would just devalue it a bit.
Is Mickey taking a bad thing though? Because
No, it's
we're
not.
still talking about them, Emily, and they are still relevant and they are still making waves.
Exactly, and there was all this kind of kerfuffle over the South Park thing that Meghan was upset and she was so devastated and it was awful. We don't actually know that. And actually, as you say, you know, being the butt of the late night show, being on those, you know, big American talk shows,
prime time shows,
big prime time shows, which gives this book more publicity and more people watch the Netflix thing, more clicks on and downloads. This book, you know, the Harry sob story. I think it just it gives them more publicity. It perhaps encourages more people to buy their products. However, it does reinforce that narrative that all they are is victims and that all they do is just not cry wolf necessarily. Some people might say they cry wolf, but they just complain, they just whinge, they just talk about being royal, which they only were for 5 minutes, and they've got nothing more to offer as a kind of brand.